indeed. That song is just the song that best expresses how I feel today. You know that moment when you feel like saying, hey, don't rate me yet. Not yet, please. I might have done so well, but hey, don't rate me because God is not done with me yet. I am still perfectly incomplete and I am working on this masterpiece called me tonight. Yay! That is my birthday behavior for this year. Alright, that song is titled Masterpiece by Jessie J, and that's like my favorite song of all times from Jessie J. And with that, I say hello and welcome to my birthday episode of Living a Beautiful Life. My name is Jessica Julex, the amazing lady. Today, I choose to talk to teenagers. One would ask why. You already know my passion goes out for the kids and teens. But today I just want to talk to them because that is the stage in life where people ask lots of questions. When people start discovering themselves, they are girls, they are guys, they look up to people, who are already grown and they wonder what it takes to be like them. Teenage is the foundation of our real life. When you're still in primary school, you have everybody hovering over you, taking you to school and all that. But at 13, to 19, you are either in your secondary school or you're graduating or you are in the high institution. And a lot of times they ask questions. And when they don't get the right answers to those questions, they grow up with lots of lies. They grow up with lots of fallacies. They grow up believing in things, in rules that do not exist, rules that no one made. They feel like they have to be in a certain way in order to belong, or they feel like they have to do some things in order to be like certain group of people. Certain group of people are ruling the world. They have to be like this without knowing the in-depth truth about life. So today I just want to share a few experiences with them on how I scaled through that age. Sometimes it's better to learn from people's experiences. There are some mistakes you make in life, you will not go scot-free. And of course today I clocked 25, so you bet it's been like 6 years ago I did those teenage things. So if you're not a teenager watching, you owe this video a share. Just share or ensure that a teenager hears what I am saying today. And if you are a teenager, draw closer. Get a cup of wine, a popcorn, or even a cup of water. I'm having water here today, and that is what I'm drinking on my birthday. That's what I'm going to keep drinking today. And let's get talking. The very first thing I want to talk to you about is avoid early intimacy. Avoid early intimacy. Avoid diving into intimate things at this early stage of your life. Avoid involving your heart and your emotions too much with people at this early stage. We all have dreams while growing up. Every single person I know in this life has a dream. But trust me, one of the major things that kill people's dreams is early intimacy. There is this stage when you get to, you're not able to handle hard matters. And even those people you're dealing with, be it men or women older than you are, they know you know nothing about that. They'll be able to toll with your heart. And being that you're not mature enough to handle those matters is going to affect you. If you are in school and you encounter such heartbreak or emotional stress, you lose focus totally. Even if you have an exam the next morning, you will be so disturbed because you are not yet mature to handle those hard matters. The teen age is when you should spend time building foundation for your life, building your empire. That is when you start investing in your ideas. Do not spend it checking out and showing up for anyone that calls you out. Yes, we all want someone to tell us how beautiful we are, how beautiful our eyes are, how straight our legs are. Yes, but trust me, at the long run, those things have nothing much to count for if you know yourself. Spend your teen age watching people who do what you love. Those people who do things you admire or things you aspire to be it medical doctors, be it teachers, your lecturers, anybody who you see, be it presenters. Just spend time listening to them. You don't have much to do then. Listen to them, watch them, just listen to them and watch them. Do trial and error, make mistakes. You are not so in trouble if you make mistakes then, in trying things, in trying out things, going to the mirror, watch yourself do those things. Spend time with yourself at that same age. That is when you start building your empire and investing in your ideas. Do not spend it looking out for people to admire you or keeping relationships. There is actually a fallacy that follows this, this mindset of early intimacy, of wanting to be in a relationship in a very early stage. I had people who told me that too, that you have to keep boyfriends and girlfriends in order to practice, to know how to keep your man in the future. You have to start practicing going out with guys, to know how to handle your man. And those people who know how to keep marriages are those people who learn a lot about men. That is a very big lie from the pit of hell. That's a very big fallacy, because the truth is, the best way to understand men, to know men and understand how they behave, is by keeping platonic friends, keeping them on neutral grounds. That is when people are free to act the way they feel. The stingy ones, the fun ones, the intelligent ones. And you're free to mingle with a whole lot of them. Then when someone is just caging you, following you back to back, monitoring you, calling you, where are you, how are you, and all of that, you don't even have a chance to meet other people. And when you cage yourself with that person for like 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, as some people keep relationships when they start from early stage, and it doesn't work, and you're still going to meet another person. Some people date for like 9 years and they get to marry someone they met in just 6 months. I don't even know if you had that time to experience men in their different attitudes. The best way to understand men is by keeping platonic relationships with them. Draw a line for all of them, especially at that teen age. Yes, you're supposed to be social, mingle with people, but learn how to make contacts without contamination. You get to understand them better like that, without that pressure of emotional attachment. Now, I'm not saying your body do not react, be you guy or a girl. At some point, you start feeling like you have blood running through your veins. But what you also have to tell yourself is that the fact that you feel that way doesn't mean you should act everything you feel. You do not just act everything the way you feel. Those feelings are there to remind you that yes, you're a human, but they are meant to be used at a specific stage. Spend your teen age building your empire, investing in your ideas, and building foundation for the kind of life that you want to live in the future. And then number 2, you are not too young to accomplish anything. Do not feel like you are still 16, you got admission in 16 and you're so young, or maybe you wrote your WAEC and you cleared all your papers and you start feeling like, even if I don't get it this year, I'll get it next year. Before you know it, you will get old. That is actually the idea there, because when God gives you that grace or favor to start doing great things from a little age, appreciate it and make maximum use of it. It's a blessing to understand yourself on time and start living your life as early as possible. To be in school at 16 or 17, yeah. So sometimes I see people in their NYSC, maybe they are 22 or 23 and they're feeling like, yes, I just did my NYSC at 22, 23, and when I graduate, I will still go home, go have holidays, And I'm like, and so what are you feeling like? You graduated at 21 and you served 22, and so Kilo Dembe, what's the serious thing about that? You have to start taking your life seriously. At any stage you find yourself, you're not too young to achieve anything. How old was Mark Zuckerberg when he invented Facebook? I think he was just 17. And you at 23, you're coming there to play away your life and your time, feeling that you were young. You're not too young to be wise, to say no to some people. Like when you are in school and you feel like a lot of people are here, we are young, we have to mingle, we're going for parties. You don't allow people to push you around anyhow because you feel like you're young. When you were entering in that university or in that school, you went there alone, and when you graduate, you're going to live there alone to face your life, your parents, and your families. Okay, so whatever thing you have craft there is what your life depends on. Do not feel that everybody you see at the airport are there to board a plane. Not everybody you see in school are there to learn. Not everybody there even needs that certificate to be what they want to be or who they want to be. But you should understand yourself no matter how young you are. Because when you graduate, everybody will say goodbye, please keep in touch, call, let's keep in touch, Some people even do brochures, magazines, they'll put their number so that when they graduate, they'll keep in touch. They'll tell people when there is job and all of that. Super story. When you graduate, everybody will just scatter. Your best friend is now in Sokoto, Juliet in Lagos, Ifani, Kasina, the other person in Dubai. When you now see somebody on Facebook, hey, see my guy. Hey guy, what's up, man? How have you been? I come on, will now say, bros, my name will be Ikomo again. Oh, I'm now brother innocent. Innocent. Whoa, which innocent? See this guy, they won't give me levels or Christian levels. Not be this guy will carry me go club with this. Hey, bros, we're having a video tonight. I'll chat you up tomorrow. Hey, and you're now calling the other girlfriend of yours, Enke, that took you to party and took you to lots of meetings that you have nothing to show about. That girl that took you to club and you came back feeling so dizzy you could not read, and you had a carryover. That carryover affected your graduation, and she graduated before you even married and has 2 kids. So you're like, NK, what's up, babe? Hey, did you know what Ikomo told me today? I was chatting with Ikomo, and Ikomo was just telling me that he's now a pastor, this and that. Ikomo, wait, carry me the runs for school. NK will now tell you, we're having a vigil tonight, sister. You know, my husband and my 2 kids, I have to rest before going to vigil. That is when you understand how life is. That is when you understand that you are on your own. You were actually on your own, but you didn't feel it because you have a lot of people around you. So everybody was just going to lectures, coming back, everybody, that you felt that you were all together. The day you graduate, you know that your journey is just for you. So do not wait for life to start showing you pepper before you become wise. Do not wait for reality to down on you before you start taking your life seriously, darling. You are not too young to be wise. You're not too young to start taking responsibilities for yourself. You're not too young to guide your life and your future. And then number 3, if you believe in God, be proud of it. If you know you are a child of God, be proud of it. Speak like a child of God. Walk like a child of God. Dress like a child of God. Be proud to carry your Bible very well when you're going to the church. Let people know you for that. Not in the camouflage level, in spirit and in truth. You know that for sure that you are a real child of God. You have to be proud about it. Don't be one of those people who would dance so hard and make noise and show up in the clubs, but when they come to the church, they can't even sing loud. They won't even dance. They'll just carry their body like this, as if somebody's watching them. And I wonder who's watching them, who's judging them. Wonder who the person is. Who's that person that really has the right to judge the way you worship your God? If you know you are God's, be proud of him. It might even get to a point where some people will mock you because you're going to the church. Like some guys at some point will start calling you when they know you normally go for evening masses or evening programs on Sundays, or they call you to come out and you're always giving excuses with church. They can even call you sometimes and say, are you not going to the church today? Church girl, you didn't go to church today, and so on. Bash them. Be proud of what you believe in, that your belief is going to save you. The Bible says we should acknowledge God in the days of our youth. So that is just the stage to know God. For that is when you appear so innocent. Once you pray, your prayers are answered. And trust me, once you take God seriously, he's going to treat you more than any boyfriend will treat you. He's going to treat you more than any girlfriend will treat you. Just be proud of what you believe in. And number 4 is take it easy with material things. Take it easy, darling. You must not wear every cloth in vogue. You must not use all the latest gadgets. You must not show up with everybody who calls you out just because you want to eat chicken, shawarma, burger, and take wines and all of that. All the ones you've eaten, what have you got to show for it? All the clothes you've worn in this life, where is the award? There is no big deal in flexing your life, dressing well, and getting the good things of life if you can afford them. But if you can't, don't go out of your way to pursue anything. All those material things, they change from time to time. Better things keep coming out every day. If you do not have, just chill. By the time you have the money or the resources to afford them, you even see better things. Sometimes when I remember how crazy we went those days, to wear some certain things, take some certain kind of pictures, use BlackBerry in school. Gosh, that BlackBerry was a serious thing in school then. With the pinging, dressing and everything then, that was so crazy. Sometimes when they lose that phone or lose that particular thing, when they are crying, they're not just crying for the loss. They are crying because of what they did to get those things. Your best clothes then is either it's old now, or it's no longer in vogue, or sometimes when you just bring it up, it's just one of those normal clothes. So those things do not last. But the knowledge you acquire and the books you read and things that you get into, you will always be there. No thief can rob you of your knowledge, those things that you've invested in yourself. Don't put those material things first. They're going to drive you to following, be it sugar daddies, sugar mummies, following people, be it in places that you're not supposed to be seeing. And then last but not the least, do not feel you are not good enough. Don't feel you are not good enough for anything. Having that feeling that you're not good enough sometimes leads you out of your way to follow people, follow men, follow women, become so dependent, becoming liability to these people. And if you are following someone who will be so quick to remind you where they picked you up or things they've done for you, it's going to kill your bargaining power. It's going to kill your self-esteem and your sense of belonging. So darling, you are good enough to achieve anything that you want. You are good enough to become anything that you want to be. Don't engage yourself with people that will make you feel low about yourself and that your self-esteem. And I wish that you all become everything that you want to be. Do not ever make any mistake in life and you feel like life is finished. Always bounce back and continue with your journey. And finally, if you're still an O-level graduate, you're still waiting for admission, or the admission is not forthcoming, or there is no money, okay, whatever challenge you have that you're not getting into the university, don't spend that time at home doing nothing. Don't spend it showing up or gossiping. Go and learn a skill, be it computer, be it barbing, be it catering, be it fashion, be it hair. Some people learn those skills and it sees them through in the university. Some people graduate from university, do their NYSC and go back to learning those skills. I know someone who's a photographer and saw himself through the school. I also know a very good friend of mine who we graduated together, did NYSC, and he started learning how to do photography, and they are all doing very well. They are all balanced. So do not feel like your life is finished if you do not get admission. It's all about knowing how to turn a stumbling block into a stepping stone. It's all about knowing how to make cups of lemon juice from all the lemons that life throws at you. I wish you all the best. And with that, I say a very big thank you to you all for being here with me today. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not subscribed, or visit my blog at www.jessicajulex.com. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on my next episode. Thanks in anticipation for sharing the video, because I know you will do. Till I come your way on the next episode, stay beautiful and stay classy.